Welcome to Bullseyes and Bullshit. We're here to kind of do a series on everything guns, the importance of the various types of guns. You know, what you need to know as a beginner. What's a good thing for self-defense? Why you use it for self-defense? And we wanted to cover accessories and the ones that are just flashy to the ones that you actually need. Like, what is a necessity item versus a glamour item, and kind of cover the spectrum, because there's a lot to do in the realm of guns, and I feel like, if you're new to it, it can be overwhelming.
Hey, I'll tell you what, let's start out with home defense, if that's okay with you.
I think that's the most important.
My viewpoint, personally, and is for home defense, you should have a shotgun. And if there are ladies, women, females in the house, probably a single shot on account of having to work a semi-automatic shotgun or whatever. And an AR-15 for home defense with hollow point ammo. And I think that every household should have a Ruger 10/22 rifle. It is a good self-defense weapon, even though it's a 22.
That's a 22. My rifle right there is
It will do the job, but I have always told my wife, the first weapon, the first firearm that my wife ever owned was a 44 Magnum Ruger, Super Red Hawk. And she shot it. She shot 300 grain ammo right up here on this mountain. But I told her, and I still tell her to this day, if I am gone, or I'm my end in my bedroom and you're in your bedroom, if somebody kicks the door down, coming in on you, breaking in on you, and you are under threat, go for the shotgun. Go for the shotgun. Go for the shotgun. She has a revolver at her nightstand for self-defense. But I have beat in her head, go for the shotgun. And I have seen men that would not back up from a pistol or a rifle, but if they look down the bore of a damn shotgun, they're bad messed up on drugs or crazy or something if they don't back up from a shotgun. And the shotgun is non-negotiable. And that's just.
And we both stand by that, because, I was laughing because we both have a very similar short-barreled shotgun right next to the bed.
Right.
Well, it's the same place. We both have it in our same.
This is my nightstand gun. You can see there's no mag in it. It is empty, safe. And I keep a light on it on my nightstand, but beside it is my shotgun. And if I have a change, I will go for the shotgun. This is closer to hand. If I have time, I might go for that 9mm. But it and the shotgun are my primary home defense in the house in my bedroom. If somebody comes in on me overnight, like I tell my wife, you go for the shotgun. Go for the shotgun.
The reason for that is that I think in my opinion, definitely, I think you said it's your opinion too, that like when shit's hitting the fan and you don't have a lot of time to think and people are stumbling, it's that sound is going to make most people back up, first of all, and even if it doesn't, that the amount of you having to be precise is a lot less important for it to still be efficient. Like, absolutely. If you just, as they say, you aim kind of in the general middle, and it'll cover, something's getting taken out, or at least
And also on the ammunition used for home defense, I advocate, and I keep in my pistol that I use for home defense, I keep hollow point ammo in it for collateral damage. My wife's in her bed at the other end of the house, and God forbid if I have to use it, a full metal jacket will penetrate 2 or 3 walls and kill somebody down on the other end. There is less collateral damage with home defense, and also with a shotgun. Number 9 bird shot inside the house, in my opinion, is one of the better. Hit will not do as much damage, but the radius that hit, pattern that hit throws, and don't over penetration through various walls in the house. I stagger the loads in my shotgun. Got bird shot number 4 and a slug or whatever. But in the house for home defense, use bird shot in the shotgun and hollow point ammo in the pistol.
And you know, as he was saying, like the hollow point guarantees that when it hits the target, the projectile is going to release within that target. It's not going to, whereas a solid tip, it's going to go through and it could keep going. Like, for instance, my 458 SOCOM, literally, or something like like the Lapua or a 50 cal, that round can go through 10 layers of something. Like it could, if you had 10 people in a row, it can go through 10 people.
Absolutely.
And you don't want that to be your animal or your child or your you don't know who. If you wake up and there's somebody there, you can't sit there and take 30 seconds to figure out where everybody else is. You've got to be able to handle that and make sure that hopefully someone's not in the room behind it, because if your loved one is behind there, that round's going to keep going.
That full metal jacket will over penetrate and go on through a wall and conceivably kill or gravely injure a loved one. So hollow point ammo and bird shot in the shotgun is what I use. That
or hell, God help if you hit your own ammo supply and blow up your own ammo supply.
But and I keep an AR-15 mag loaded with hollow point ammo. I don't per se shoot a lot of hollow point out of an AR-15, but I keep a magazine loaded with hollow point 223 for home defense, because you got 5-7 rounds of shotgun, and heaven forbid if there's more than one assailant coming through and you do run out of shotgun shells, you've got 30 rounds of AR-15 if you can get to it, or 15 in the Glock 19. But I do advocate for using hollow point for self-defense in the home, and even for everyday carry, concealed carry, open carry. If you're going out and you carry a pistol for self-defense when you're out and about, I also advocate hollow point ammo for self-defense purposes going down the road. Somebody attacks you in a Walmart parking lot and you have to defend yourself. You don't want a round going through somebody that's trying to hurt you and hit some innocent kid that's getting in a vehicle down the road. It's just, and
because nothing's worse than you missing the guy you're trying to defend against and you hitting permanently injuring somebody else. It's
or you are defending yourself and you hit your assailant, but a full metal jacket round go through the bad guy and then hurt some innocent bystander somewhere behind. So, but each round has its uses, limitations, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of controversy, and everybody's got opinions.
Mm-hmm.
They're all good and they're all bad, depending on who you're listening.
Yeah.
On who's talking about them, But seek knowledge anywhere you can find it, as long as
You know, the old adage of it's like, you know, one of my favorite quotes is you know, it's better to be a warrior in a garden, you know, and basically it's better to be trained and not ever need it than to be a gardener that wishes that they do self-defense or something and they can't do anything. It's better to have the skill and not need it than to, you know, just hope for the best and that it never happens. Number one, shotgun, short barrel, primary self-defense. 2, a pistol of some sort. And then 3, an AR
Or AK.
AK. And I was stating the fact that I feel like at this point you should become proficient enough to where you should be able to have a one that you kind of have a specialty with. Like as I was saying with my Raging Judge Magnum, I really like that one. I feel comfortable with it, that I could wake up in the middle of the night, you know, half asleep and still feel comfortable, you know, being able to defend myself right away with that. So you want to make sure that you have at least enough proficiency to where you don't feel like you're using some ancient technology, you know. But the fact that other people have access to all this information, all this self-defense, why would you not want to do the same thing? It's like if your enemy has the advantage, has the ability to have access to it, why would you not do that for yourself other than laziness? I can't think of any other reason.
That's it. I mean, because there's so much information out there that why not avail yourself to it?
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on Bullseyes and Bullshit. We hope to see you next time. Bye.
Well, it was on. Boom!
Oh my, SKS is already zeroed in, so time to get in some shenanigans with it.
And here we go.
Got it.
I seen it. I was watching it.
That's zeroed in for sure.
Yep.